Here's another video for you. This one might blow up because God knows relationships are a huge, huge topic. You have all these so-called relationship coaches and gurus and experts, and I don't understand how you are an expert, a coach, or a guru, and most of these people are single. You would think that they would have been married for 20, 30 years. And then let's say that they were married for 20, 30 years. 20, 30 years compared to now, you don't know the dating market and climate to be giving young people advice. The economy, determines whether or not they even want to go on dates, let alone have children and be married and like all these other things, because things are costly and expensive, right? So you got to look at how life is for another generation, all the types of stresses and challenges and pressures that particular generation goes through. So me, I'm a millennial. You know what I'm saying? So millennials check in, hey, what's up? you know? So at the end of the day, like like it's like listening to my mom, who's a baby boomer, trying to give me advice about marriage, but she herself has never achieved marriage, been married. You know what I'm saying? She likes to brag about never being married. Well, if you like to brag about not being married, why the fuck you trying to give me relationship advice? Don't try to give me relationship advice. You should be giving me dating tips on how to vet this man, how to spot manipulation, deception. You know what I'm saying? You should be saying, and for the men, just flip it the other way around, because there's women that are out here that are deceptive. This is not a man thing or a woman thing. This is a human nature thing. You have liars and cheaters, people that steal, people that kill, people that, you know what I'm saying? It does not matter. Right? So I just find it interesting. And there's a lot of red pill manosphere talk where, women as well as the men, they have this mindset of, I am the prize. It annoys me. You want to know why it annoys me? Because when you have an unhealed man and an unhealed woman, where the fuck is the prize in that? Y'all are projecting onto each other childhood trauma, anger issues, whatever is going on with these individuals mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially. This is why there are communication problems and breakdowns. One person's mature, the other is immature, whatever it may be. It's just interesting, this mindset of I'm the prize. And no offense, men, but if I hear a man say I'm the prize, he's operating entirely out of his feminine energy, which makes him a bitch. I said what I said. Argue with your mama, but don't argue with me. In this day and age, I have to warn women, all right? Look at all the stories that have been happening in the news, definitely since like last year, for sure, till now, where these men are unaliving their wives, their girlfriends, their children, and then they are such cowards because they've been demasked and they have committed such heinous crimes that instead of doing the time, they take themselves out too. Cowardly. The cowardly lion. And this is the Wizard of Oz movie that we're all in. So be mindful of that man. For the men, I mean, yeah, y'all should be weary too, because there are women out here that be trying to get y'all to like hotel rooms or trying to set y'all up and rob y'all and get y'all snuck by somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is be vigilant out here in this time. Keep your head on a swivel like an owl. Hoo, hoo. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, there's a lot of unhealed people in the world, a lot of toxicity, a lot of dysfunction. And until people make a conscious effort to 100% focus on himself or herself and actually sit down to do the shadow work and the healing work to heal the human condition, their heart, relationships are going to continue to be the way that they are. You're going to keep, going through the same karmic loops, the same cycles over and over and over again, and all that manosphere and red pill talk, those are definitely DL, gay, bisexual men. I don't care what nobody says. And if they are not that, why are you in that space? Because I've noticed a trend lately. There was a trend of men, oh, I'm red pill, I'm manosphere, blah, 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 blah. And then here we are on the decline. It was all good when you was taking the train up there, and when you got your ass to the top of that hill, you found yourself miserable because no woman wants you. You can't keep a woman. A woman is tired of cooking and cleaning for your ass. Women are basically liberating themselves to be like, fuck it, I'd rather be single than to deal with your bullshit. I love myself more than I'll ever love you. And that is pissing a lot of the MGTOW, men off. Let them be pissed off. Because guess what? The sun's going to burn you off the earth. Scorch the shit out you. And you won't be here anymore, because the meek shall inherit the earth. Not the prideful, not the egotistical, not the angry man, things of that nature. And these are traits that are for both sexes, not just the men. But I'm just saying, a lot of the women are more willing to actually put in the work to evolve, grow, change, to nurture, to compromise, to try to work it out. These men, they be fucking it up. Now, there are women, I'm sure, that have had a good man and she fucked it up. But either way, man or woman, if you can look into your heart of hearts and your mind of minds, and you can swear on your soul that you've had a good man or a good woman and you messed it up, if you get one again, you better not mess it up. If you've never encountered a good man or encountered a good woman, take a look at yourself. Sometimes it's not even always about yourself. Maybe your soul contract and your whole purpose of being here on this earth was never to create a family and to never be married, but to focus on your purpose. When you are on your purpose, everything that you desire, a family, husband, wife, you know what I'm saying? All of that will come to you if that's what you desire, but your purpose is more important than anything else. So I just think that's so dumb to hear people be like, I'm the prize. No, I'm the prize. That is such feminine energy, especially to hear a man say it. Because at the end of the day, once again, two unhealed people, two broken people, two angry people, two depressed people, two whatever. How does that make for a great relationship, a healthy relationship? It's going to be a matter of time before it breaks down. And why should you lose yourself and break down for the relationship? So, anyways, I don't know. That's just my thoughts. I just think that saying is so damn stupid. It's so annoying. It's no different. Like, I just feel like as a woman, if a man came to me asking me, what do you bring to the table? I'm just going to get up from the table and leave. Check, please. You know what I'm saying? It's dumb. Well, what's your body count? As if he hasn't laid down 1,000 chicks with his whole ass. Be for real. A woman don't want no hoe just like you don't want no hoe. But who's a virgin these days? Be realistic. You know what I'm saying? And people, that's another form of delusion if you ask me. A lot of these red pill manosphere men think that women are going to be virgins. But then they also, on the same token, want to be 30 plus years old getting with 18-year-olds. Well, if you're getting with an 18-year-old or a girl that's in a high school, middle school, like weird shit, you're a diddler. That's one. And then two, on the other side of the coin, how much of a loser are you that you can only impress a younger woman? Because, oh, I got my own place and I got a car. That's basic shit. To be your grown-ass age. Mental faculties ain't there. Emotions ain't where they need to be. He has healing work to do on himself because he has issues. Because one thing that I can say is, you know, I've seen on the internet, like this one guy, he got really mad. He was screaming and yelling, I'm tired of beating my meat. I'm tired of women rejecting me. Sir, you're being rejected because you reject yourself. If you loved yourself, if you built your self-confidence and your self-esteem, and you respected yourself and stopped handing out your wand to any hole that was available, you could probably achieve and get the woman that you want. Because everything's not about money necessarily. Yes, money is a caveat to it, but not every woman's a gold digger. Not every woman is looking to be in your pockets. And it's so funny to hear a man, oh, I just wanted to see if you was with me for my money. How? Especially if the woman makes more money than you. Make it make sense. Now you want to be intimidated because, well, she makes more money than me and she has her shit together. Well, step it up. You ever seen the movie Step Up? Step it up. Stop whining and making everything else, well, you know, it's because of this and it's because of that and because of this and because of that. No, you're a loser because you're making excuses instead of getting shit done. Because the only person that can stop you and hold you back is you. And that goes for everybody, man or woman. I just think all the shit that people say on the internet is retarded as hell. Because it's like, what? I don't know. Maybe because I'm just self-focused on my own healing and my own journey that I'm just not bothered. You know, people fail to realize you have to fast. And what does fast stand for? Fasting from food, alcohol, sex, and then you do transmutation. Transmutation is nothing more than you taking your sexual energy, because you're not giving it out to every man or woman, every Dick and Harry that comes along. You know, that also helps you cultivate self-respect because you're not just, you know, being with anybody, taking on their demons and their bad energy, you know, and whatever entities are attached to them are going to be trying to attach to you. You know what I'm saying? So things are real deep in the spiritual streets. You know, hey, you grown. Just wrap it up. That's all I'm saying. Safe protection. You know what I'm saying? People are going to do what they want to do. Go ahead. But I'm just saying, like, I just think that a lot of people that you hear on this internet, they don't have it figured out. Because if you had it all figured out, you would have the perfect spouse. You know? Nobody has it figured out. Nobody. Parents are winging it. They don't know how to raise these kids. They just winging it, doing shit. There's no parent book or parent guidebook. People are just doing what they consider the best that they can. And sometimes it's not the best because then when you get your peer review from your kids, they don't like what they hear. But that's those children's experience of you as a parent. The best thing you can do is apologize and, you know, be a better parent moving forward so that you can have a good relationship with your kids. We're going to talk about that as well, about parental estrangement. But that'll be for another video. So until next time, bye guys.